Hello, everybody. It's the TV Optimist. Um, I skipped this one on accident, but this is my top 10 favorite anime of all time. I've only finished three of these shows, so it's really not a fair list, but I have seen a little from all the others. Um, should Castlevania count? Should the Boondocks count? Um, they're not on my list, but I think I'll just stick to this list right now. That's all Japanese anime. Anime refers to Japanese animation. Um, Debate in the comments whether that's true or not. Whether it's a style of animation, like you can emulate Japanese animation and call it anime. I feel like that's fair, right? I feel like that's a fair thing to do. Um, but I'm just gonna stick to for this list Japanese animation. Number 10 is Dragon Ball Z. Um, so I didn't watch it growing up. I mean, and I still haven't even like put a dent in the series. The only things that the story that I know is from the video games. The Budokai series, the Budokai Tenkaichi. Those are the ones that I know. I know nothing else really. It's like Star Wars. Like I haven't seen the original three, New Hope. You know, 5, 6, 7. But I have seen um, the prequels. You know, and I know what happens throughout Star Wars lore. I just don't. I just haven't seen them all the way through. um, Dragon Ball Z is like that. Um, I would know more Dragon Ball Z than Dragon Ball. I would know more Dragon Ball GT than Dragon Ball. Know more Dragon Ball Kai, all that shit, more than whatever it's called. What's the new one called? I don't fucking remember. Dragon Ball Super or whatever. Um, that's Dragon Ball Z. I mean, it only really goes on my list because it's yeah. If it wasn't for that, I'd probably put Castlevania here because Castlevania is a really really good show. It's a really good adult animated show too. But in anime, I'm not gonna like separate by like oh kitty anime and like nah, it's whatever, bro. Number 9 is Pokemon. I say it like as a whole, but really I've only seen. We've already talked about this, but I've already seen um, the original one. What's it called? Indigo League, and then Orange, the fucking whatever it's called. My friend Nix, she said I request Pokemon. Haha, good luck with that sucker. But it's divided into different segments. Like once it gets a new theme song, that's when I'm like okay, that's kind of a new show. It's a continuation of an old show, but it's a new show. Let's be real here. Especially when it starts actually changing names, it's like Pokemon XY, Pokemon Origins, and that's not um, a part of the anime canon, but whatever. Pokemon, I love Pokemon. Like let's be real here, we all did. We all grew up loving Pokemon. Most of us did. If you didn't, that's cool too. That's fine. I was gonna talk shit, but that's fine. You know, who's your favorite starter? You don't have one. You don't like Pokemon. It's fine. Um, Number 8 is Neon Genesis Evangelion. I had recently saw how like it was like weeboos visiting Japan, and then Japanese people being like, "Ew, you like Evangelion?" Like best theme song still in my opinion. The I was about to do it, but it's just like dun 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 dun. Oh, it's fucking dope. And then I think it has "Fly Me to the Moon" at the end. Fly me to the moon, we can get among the stars. Let me. Number yeah, Neon Genesis. We talked about it as well. I did finish that one. Um, it's depressing. It's a depressing show. Number 7 is Eden of the East. I have finished this one. Eden of the East was just a lot of fun. It's a really fun show. It only ran for one season. It didn't overstay its welcome. It didn't need any more seasons, in my opinion. I thought it was wrapped up beautifully. Go watch my Eden of the East review. Um, Number 6 is High School of the Dead. I don't think this belongs on this list or this high up. Um, yeah, I don't think this should go on here. It's a very titillating show about a big tittied anime women. It's like ecchi. Ecchi is like softcore, almost pornographic, very suggestive. Like there's a getting your she has her rifle right, and she goes like this, and she puts it like between her breasts, big old, and just and it's like, why did she have to do that? Random ass shots. I did watch a couple of these episodes with my best friend at the time and his friend, and they are both huge anime nerds, and they're both watching it and just loving it. And I was having a lot of fun. I was like sandwiched in between both of them. Like, this is great. This is a really fun time. I think that same day we watched the Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods film in Japanese. It was cool. High School of the Dead. I don't think it belongs that high up, bro. I really don't. Maybe. Nah, bro. High School of the Dead's like 10, and then Dragon Ball Z, then Pokemon, then. Yeah, so number 10 is High School of the Dead, then Dragon Ball Z, then Pokemon, then Neon Genesis Evangelion, then Eden of the East. Number 5 is Attack on Titan. I have not seen a single fucking episode from this, but every still that I see, I'm like, that looks like a damn good show. It looks like a phenomenal show. It looks like a great ending. Some people were divided, but it looked like it wasn't like a Game of Thrones situation where like they completely fucked up. It was just like it's kind of polarizing almost. Game of Thrones was pretty much universally agreed upon that it was a botched ending. Attack on Titan had like it's very exciting for me to finally watch that show. Number 4 is Full Metal Alchemist. I like threw my head to the side for no reason. Full Metal Alchemist was another show I haven't finished, but I loved watching it. And you might be wondering like which one are you talking about? The full, I'm talking about the one that played on Toonami. That's the one I'm talking about. Um, I loved it. I love the brother dynamic. I just loved the whole story. Of course, the Full Metal Alchemist fans only know that one meme. That is one of the darkest moments in anime history. People are like, "Oh, you haven't even seen there's like bloody, like gory stuff." I'm like, I'm talking about this is for kids who are watching this shit on Toonami. I don't think it just played on Adult Swim. I think it played on Toonami. But speaking of Toonami, number 3, Inuyasha. Again, haven't finished this one, but loved it. Loved from start to finish. Loved it. Yeah, Inuyasha's great. It's a fun show. I want to finish watching it. Number 2 is Case Closed. Again, haven't finished it. Really great premise. I was so invested in that show. Like every time it was on, I was like, "Oh shit, I gotta watch this." Like I had to, but I didn't finish it. I didn't quite finish it because I'm watching it on like a cable television. So didn't get to finish, didn't get to catch new episodes and stuff like that. And I wasn't as like invested with anime more than other like Cartoon Network shows and Nickelodeon shows, stuff like that. But Case Closed is really awesome. I want to finish it because damn good story. Number 1 for anyone that knows me, this isn't too much of a shock, too much of a surprise. It's one of the most vanilla choices you can have, one of the most easy choices you can make as far as favorite anime goes. Is Death Note. It's the only one that I finished. I think this is the only one. I've finished 3. No, I finished 3 of the shows. Yeah, right. Neon Genesis and Eden of the East and Death Note. I haven't seen the movies for Evangelion, but phenomenal, damn good. Really liked it. Yeah, Death Note. Not much to say about this afterwards. What's your favorite anime? What do you recommend I watch? There's plenty of stuff. I know my wife, she got a bunch of gaming friends, and they were like, you should watch JJK, Jujutsu Kaisen. You should watch it. And I felt some type of way about it, but I think it's really cool that she's getting into like anime now and stuff. We were watching Death Note. We got to get back to it, but a bunch of other shows we got to finish too. But yeah, just let me know what I should watch, what I should avoid. Um, Honorable mention goes to Spy Family. I have read the manga. I think I'm caught up. I just have to watch the show now, and I think it'd be a lot of fun. I think it'd be a very fun watch with my wife and I. A new anime for both of us to enjoy together. That'd be really cool. You guys have a good one. Take care.